The first thing that I think of is all those women who say, I am not one kind of person. They don't like the whole notion that boomer describes all those women. They don't like the idea of thinking of a demographic as old versus young, over 50, under 50. So the first idea about this woman's face is by the time she's gotten to her 50s and 60s, she's more complicated than that. She wants to be viewed as someone who has had life experience, years of accomplishment, matched with the fact that she still cares about how she looks. And what women that age have been struggling with is as if they've had to take sides, that either that woman in her 60s is somebody who has those accomplishments, has children and family and doesn't care about how she looks, or she's one of those, overly preoccupied, want to be younger than she is, sort of like looks is all that really matters. And the truth of it is I think women in that age group need to find some comfortable balance, and many are finding it. So what happens 35 to 45? Most people have, between those ages, they've begun to have children or they're finished having children. Their careers, most of the time they're kind of figured it out. This is the age where prolonging their youthful appearance really hits home to them. Less about clinging to the past, though some of them do get caught in that. I want to look like I looked when I was in my 20s or 30s. More between 35 and 45, they're beginning to think, how can I look really great, continue to look good? Because a lot of 30, 40, they look great. But with menopause and perimenopause into menopause, their bodies are changing, their skin is changing, their hair is changing. Women want to still be noticed. Let's add this piece of it. Invisibility is something aging women worry about, and they worry about it because we do live in such a youth and beauty obsessed culture, and their worry is, and more so in the past, less so now, but still, youth is very attractive. Let's not forget, we love the way babies look for their beautiful soft skin, and 20-somethings are going to look beautiful to us. It's just that we're saying there's another form of beauty as we get older. And with that, I think women don't want to disappear. She's a woman who feels like she knows herself better. She's not trying to be someone other than she is. She's proud. This is a proud group of women. Those women who are rejecting the 60 is the new 40. They're saying 60 is the new 60. And they not only feel proud of what they've accomplished, they're actually thinking they look kind of cool for 60. They didn't know that 60 could look this way. Gloria Steinem did say this is what 70 looks like. These are women who are embracing that phase of life without as much fear as their grandmothers did, with freedom. And the latest reports are that women are at their happiest at around 58. And this is cross-culturally. This is not just in this Western society. Cross-culturally, they're finding women at age 58, and I believe this is true. This is not just, glorifying or seeing it through rose-colored glass. I truly think women, when they come at the other end of menopause and they start settling into when I would go 55 to 65, I see those women as saying, I no longer am suffering the transition. I'm transitioned. I'm settling into a new place. The women who have given up on the idea of trying to go backwards and are looking forward, they find a new, these are women, by the way, who are often saying, I'd like to try something new now. when you get to a certain age, I'd say about early 60s, women become increasingly proud of saying how old they are rather than how young they are. You know, the women who used to say, I don't want to share my age, are now saying, this is what 60 looks like. This is what 70 looks like. This kind of pride about their age is something very new, because we didn't have that when life expectancy was, you know, not that long ago. It went from 48 to, I think it's now 81. You know, when you hit your 50s, you were feeling, I'm lucky to be alive. That's going far back. But, you know, not that long ago, you hit menopause and you felt you were over the hill. It was the end of your life. And so the idea of like caring about how you looked was really not that relevant to our grandmothers, my grandmother, say. But now grandmothers, women who are entering their 60s, 70s, are thinking they have 20 or 30 years to live. So, you know, the idea of 60 is a new 40 or 70 is a new 50 is like, what? 70 is a fantastic time in some women's lives. And that wasn't possible not that long ago.